Stanley Peak Loop is a 1,985-foot peak with just over 1,000 foot of gain that is 6.3 miles long and located in the 3,201-acre Daley Ranch in Escondido, California. Today, Daley Ranch is managed as a conservation area by the city of Escondido. The trail begins at the main entrance, which is a parking area at the end of La Honda Drive. The hike begins at a fork in the road for Ranch House Road and Creek Crossing Trail. The earliest building, dating back to 1869, was built by Edward Daley as a cabin. The current ranch house was constructed in 1925, all of redwood. The ranch has had many uses, including being the backdrop for many community fiestas, and as a horse ranch, cattle ranch, dairy creamery, where goods were hauled to San Diego for sale by wagon. There is a picnic area, and it's a cool little spot to explore if you enjoy history. The trail will appear to go sharply right up the hill rather than continue down the flat road. You will begin walking through a shaded oak forest briefly before making another right on Sage Trail, heading up towards the peak passing Mallard Lake. The ranch is rich in history, dating back to the first settlers in the area, and even further back was inhabited by the Kumeyaay, Luiseño, and other small tribes. Evidence such as metates, morteros, grinding sticks, and manos have been found here. There are plenty of yucca plants throughout the park, of which the fibers were used to make many useful items, including homes called kilches. The willow found here would be used for basket making and storing food. There are a variety of other plants here as well. Acorns from oaks were an important food source. Some of the other plants and trees found in the Daley Ranch include wild buckwheat, chia, white sage, Lord's candle, coast goldenbrush, laurel sumac, mission manzanita, toyon, chamise, coast live oak, Ramona lilac, and of course, poison oak. You will eventually come to a crossroads where you will head left at a large shady tree on Stanley Peak Trail. and eventually you will spot an old, rusty water tank, letting you know you are almost to the summit. The views get better and better the further you climb, and you will start to spot several overlooks and giant boulders to take photos from. Once you make it to the peak, you will find the marker to your left, and to your right, a large granite slab, perfect for enjoying your lunch, which can get crowded. You can see all the surrounding high peaks of the Cleveland National Forest at the peak, and there are signs to explain which peaks you see off in the distance, which is helpful. This is one of those hikes which is mostly an advanced beginner hike except for the last steep section. After hiking to the peak, you have the option to go back the way you came or continue in a loop back down Stanley Peak Trail, heading left on Sage Trail at the tree and continuing to West Ridge, eventually Creek Crossing and back to the parking area. The way back is much more sunny and exposed than the way up. So I hope you get to try this one, and if you do, just to let you know, it's very popular. So go early to be sure to a parking spot. Also, don't forget to bring plenty of water, since there are a few spots for shade breaks. I would recommend bringing at least 2 liters of water with you on this hike, because it's better to stay hydrated than be dehydrated.